What's going on, guys? It's Fantasy Stock Exchange here, bringing you back the actual final installment of our NFC 7-round team mock draft series. Going with the Packers today. Again, 2020 7 rounds with the Green Bay Packers. How you doing today, Bush?
Yeah, sorry, Packers fans. We made you wait a long time. But yeah, let's get into it. I think this is a pretty intriguing team. They had a good record last year, a little bit fraudulent, but
Yeah,
I think they have three major needs that we'll look to address here.
yeah, for sure. I mean, there's no way we're really going to trade up into this range, so let's just have the mock draft roll.
Yeah.
Trading down could be a very good possibility, to be quite honest, depending on who's on the board at 30.
Yeah, there's one guy I might want to trade up to get after so after the Vegas picks at 19, start pausing. I want to see
Okay.
who's on them. Because if Kenneth Murray's on the board or Patrick Queen, I might want to trade up.
All right, we'll see who's available. If the Cowboys took McKinney over freaking Judy, I'd cry.
Oh, we got Jedrick Wills. Let's go. Okay.
Winfield, wow, I love that.
Okay. So looking here, who's gonna pick linebacker?
Maybe the Saints.
Are they both? They're both on the board, right?
Yeah, I
Queen and
believe
okay, yeah,
so.
they're both on the board. Wait till one of them goes.
Yeah. Wow, two just went off the board there. So we have 4 picks, 5 picks here.
Yeah, I think they also need a receiver and offensive tackle, but there goes Josh Jones.
Patrick.
Okay, Queen's gone.
Yeah, smash
Murray,
it.
Kenneth Murray, book it. Don't even need to look at the rest of them. Yeah, I think they could use an offensive tackle, a linebacker, inside linebacker, and a wide receiver. I think wide receiver is the lowest priority of those needs. I know we seem to think they need wide receivers so bad, but I mean they signed was it Funchess that they signed?
Yeah, but
Yeah, they signed Funchess. They still have MVS. There's some guys there. So if you don't draft a wide receiver in round 1, it's not the end of the world because I think inside linebacker is their biggest need, in my opinion.
agreed. I'm looking here to. I mean, you got interior offensive linemen. I mean, I don't think they're going to address tight end simply because I am a fan of Sternberger. Maybe if they're depending on what corner is available, like
Do they
I
need
don't
a
know.
corner though? I don't really
I
think
mean,
they need a corner though.
I
Not
mean,
a starting corner.
Bryce Hall is better than anything they have, and I'm not huge on Josh Jackson or
Is Kevin King
Kevin.
still there?
Garbage. He
Yeah,
sucks.
he's not the greatest.
Like his only
What are they looking at wide receiver wise?
Oh yeah, we
Is
could check that
Jalen
for sure.
Rager on the board?
No,
No,
but
he's not.
Hamler's a perfect fit as well.
Yeah, I think he is as well.
Uh,
Kind of like
I mean,
Laviska Chenault better though.
that would be fun.
I have Chenault rated higher than him, so
I
I
think I
think
have.
LaFleur would know how to use Chenault. He's not like I don't like the one thing I hate is seeing people pair Chenault with the Jags. It's like
Yeah,
they're not
no,
gonna fucking know how to use him.
I
I
can.
want to see Chenault go to a good team that knows how to use him, and I think the Packers can be that team. I think Laviska Chenault, assuming he's healthy, and if he was picked this high, we're just gonna assume health because we don't actually have
Yeah,
access to any medical information. So if we're assuming health here, Laviska Chenault's by far and away the best receiver on the board, in my opinion.
I have
So
Pittman
that
above
would be
him,
my
but
pick.
I have Pittman above him personally. But in terms of fit, I can definitely see that. Now, I kind of like all these receivers available here. Do you want to see if maybe there's like an interior offensive lineman or so that
Who's
is
on the
that
board for offensive tackle?
offensive? Okay. Uh, there's Matt
Yeah,
Purr.
it's not. Yeah,
Uh,
it's not that great at this pick. This is a little early for Pert, in my opinion.
even though we took him at 50 last round.
We yeah, but the Bears could use them more. Like they don't actually need
Sure.
a tackle right now because they signed Rick Wagner to replace Brian Bulaga for this year or whatever. So they probably need a guy to develop behind Wagner and Bakhtiari to take over for one of them whenever they choose to move on from him.
That's definitely fair. I mean, who do they have inside on their interior defensive line after? Because they have
Jenkins.
Rashawn Gary, they have Kenny Clark. Who else do they have?
I mean, I think Rashawn Gary plays outside linebacker for them.
That's weird.
That
He
was
was
a
a clear.
bad pick. That was a bad pick.
To me,
No
he
one
was a
likes him.
clear. He was a clear 3-4.
You're a
In my
Michigan
opinion.
fan. What did you think
Yeah,
of Rashawn Gary last
I
year?
thought he was. He flashed talent, but he was the most inconsistent player I've seen last year. Talent-wise, don't get me wrong. Rashawn Gary, I think he's a best suited as a 3 tech and a 4-3. And they're playing him as a 3-4 outside linebacker, which I don't know what the hell they're doing. Kind of similar to what remember when the Jets had Sheldon Richardson and they had him at outside linebacker at times? Like
Yeah.
it's just the same to me. It's like, what are you doing? Like you're
Vita
picking.
Vea had 10 snaps where he rushed from standing up this year. That's hilarious.
It's
But
crazy to me.
anyway, I think there's a couple different places they could go. To be honest, I don't think there's like I'm not picking a tight end. I refuse to pick a tight end.
Agreed.
So like if you're a Packers fan and you want us to pick a tight end right now, it's not going to happen.
I
One,
love
because
Sternberger.
the tight ends in this class are none of them are as good as Jay Sternberger. None of them are like going to get used on the Packers anyway, and they're all too early for this pick. I think like if you pick a tight end before this pick, it's probably too early.
Agreed. I'm looking at Justin Madubuike though as a big tier break, in my opinion, in terms of the defensive lineman. I mean, I like Elliott, but like Madubuike to me is just a clear guy left there. But because there's just
If
receivers
you
that I
want to
all
pick
like.
Madubuike, you can. My vote's still for Laviska Shenault.
I mean, we could go Chenault. I mean, we could still get like a Jordan Elliott next pick. I wouldn't be opposed, but yeah, let's do it. Because I'm just trying to think who else they have it on the interior defensive line other than Kenny Clark and well, not even Rashawn Gary because he's playing 3-4 outside linebacker for him.
Yeah, like the problem with getting a good impact interior defensive lineman, I think a lot of teams face this when you have two stud edge rushers like the Packers do. Your interior guys, and you also have a stud like interior guy in Kenny Clark.
Yeah.
You really don't need another guy that's going to get past like sack production. Like you kind of just need another pocket pusher to free up those other guys.
I can definitely see that. Now I'm looking at it like maybe see what like Amik Robertson to me is the perfect Packer because he complements everything that they don't have at this point. Like they have Jair Alexander, the other three corners next in the depth chart, Josh Jackson, Kevin King, and they also have another long backup corner. I forget his name, but they just have long corners that can't move. Amik Robertson, you plug in right there. He can slide in on your nickel. Jair Alexander, obviously one of the best corners in the game, play inside and outside. You pair a guy like Amik Robertson in terms of versatility, I think it's a great value here, especially at 94.
Yeah, I like the pick too. I think they're both like scrappy corners.
Yeah.
Both him and Alexander are like that. I think a lot of teams, I think Amik Robertson's going to go higher than people think. Like even this might be like too late for him. Like I think he played in Conference USA, right? So you don't know exactly how he's going to perform on the big stage, but man, this kid's like the best player in Conference USA coming out of it
by far,
out of Law Tech. Like he's incredible. Like I know the Move the Sticks and Rhett Lewis and stuff from the NFL Network, because they covered Conference USA on NFL Network. They watched him a lot and they love him. So I think I like the pick a lot. I think they could definitely use like a third or fourth corner maybe to push Kevin King and Josh Jackson, if nothing else. So yeah, I definitely like that pick.
The only play that I remember Kevin King making this entire season was when he absolutely had pass interference against the Cowboys and somehow got an interception credited for him. But I'm not even going to talk into that because I'm just a salty Cowboys fan who always gets calls against me when we play the Packers. So
I mean, all Cowboys fans are salty. Make the pick.
By the way, Tyler's out there somewhere just loving himself off right now.
I don't think they're gonna like Jacob Eason.
I don't think so either. But see, that's their guy.
Imagine if one of the things that Rappaport said the league's way too low on is that like Jacob Eason's like rated higher than like Jordan Love or something for most teams. Like Jacob Eason goes in the first round, like Jordan Love's like a fourth round pick.
I was about to say, would you honestly like? Obviously, we neither of us have him ranked there. I think he's your quarterback 8. He's my quarterback 7. But like, would you be at all shocked if a team just fell in love with him and took him in like the top 40 picks? Like,
no, I wouldn't be shocked by it. I think he's the like I've said all along, he's the quintessential guy that people are gonna fall in love with that they shouldn't because he's not good.
Sean Kaiser.
But, yeah, the Sean Kaiser, Mason Rudolph, Will Greer, guys that just suck at football who are gonna pretend they're good because they have physical tools. By the way, I just want to go off for a second. Arm strength is not a good, like it's not even like a trait for quarterbacks. Arm talent is a trait for quarterbacks.
I mean, I prefer touch and accuracy opposed to absolutely
and like
just
throwing on the run and off platform. Like that's arm talent, arm strength. I don't care how fucking hard you registered on the radar gun. That doesn't fucking matter.
Like, by the way, when people say
unless
that
you're Jake Fromm and you like can't throw like, and you wouldn't break an egg if you whipped it at a wall.
When people say that Justin Herbert has arm talent, they're referring to how he has the natural strength, but he's able to touch it over the top. He has good placement on those deep balls. Like people don't understand when they hear arm talent, they just assume that it's a straight associated with chucking the ball 70 yards down the field. But it's just
Joe Burrow has better arm talent than Jacob Eason by a mile.
Joe Burrow's fantastic, man.
He can throw off so many platforms on the run, everything like that. Anyway, let's stop getting off topic because we like to do that over here.
I'm looking at Lucky Photo here, and he's just He's a perfect player here, especially for to pair
Yeah.
inside with Kenny Clark, man.
I mean, he's a lot like obviously he's not a lot like Kenny Clark because Kenny Clark's probably one of the best and most underrated defensive linemen in the league. But
I
yeah,
mean,
I
like
think if you want to give him some like I don't know if you put him next to him because I think he's a nose tackle in a 3-4.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's actually true too. I mean, we're running a 3-4 here.
I think Strobridge fits
Strobridge would
better
be good.
because Strobridge is lighter and he's a little more twitchy. But again, the Fotu pick could work for what I said earlier. If you want guys that are going to take up space, like for example, I've seen it with my team with Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh and William Golston. Their jobs are not to get sacks. Their jobs are to push the pocket. So Shaq, JPP, and like Nassib last year could to clean up and get the sacks, and even the inside linebackers on blitzes and stuff. So actually, now that you mention it, I think I like the Fotu pick a little bit better because I
Uh,
think they weren't great against the run last year either. So it wouldn't kill them to get better against the run.
and like Photo could move for a big man. Like
Hmm.
he's literally like he could honestly be a poor man's type of Vita Vea. I mean, he's just a huge mammoth of a man, strong at the point of attack, and actually has some movement to him. Like I think honestly here, like getting him in the fourth round is going to be a very good value because to me here, like there's so many third round talents in this draft. Like I would not be shocked if he ended up going in the third round. It's just the problem is
Yeah.
the NFL doesn't appreciate the job he does, and they don't invest draft capital into just big mauling one techs, except for the Bucks getting Vita Vea.
Yeah, but Vita Vea has some pass rush upside, and he was also
For sure.
a freak athlete. So
That's true. All right, let's just pick him up. Sorry for
plus
wasting.
he's an elite tight end too. So
Yeah, yeah, the out of
better
position
tight
card
end
on
than the
Madden.
Packers have ever had.
All
Sorry,
the
Packers fans.
Bucks got sniped.
On who? Oh my god!
Josiah DeGuara.
Every time. Wherever he gets picked in the real NFL draft, I'm just gonna laugh.
Yo, well, Davion Taylor's such a Niners pick.
Keyshawn Vaughn's the most Ravens running back I've ever seen.
Literally. James Proche of the Cowboys. I like that a lot.
I want him for Tampa.
Jake Luton. Derek Juska is very underrated. I said that in the previous draft, but still. Your boy J.R. Reed.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the tight ends.
Colby Parkinson just seems kind of like a Packer. I don't know. Who else?
I don't even want to pick him. Like sign a veteran blocking tight end while Sternberger like grows into the role. Like don't draft one a tight end. This class is so shitty. Like don't draft one.
We know Lucas's boy.
Jared Pinkney. Would he run like a 5-1? Interior O line. Maybe we check there again.
It's all good. At Pinkney's pro day, he probably ran like a 4.5.
Yeah, literally. Cameron Clark actually. We haven't picked him a lot, better. And we've picked Kinley a lot. That's why I don't want to pick him for this. Cameron Clark, I've heard some good things about. He was it was either the East West Shrine game or the other smaller school all-star game that they do. Apparently he showed out there and he looked like he belonged, like not that he belonged, but like he looked like he was overpowering those guys.
Damn.
So I don't hate. I know there's some people around like in the NFL circles that are gonna like Cameron Clark. He seems like the type of interior guy like Tampa would like because they like small school interior guys. But like there's a lot of teams out there like that like to get interior guys late in the draft and let them develop into either at least solid depth, if not anything.
Yeah, I like that. Let's just see, like, and Gandy Golden would be a decent, like, especially at this value.
Yeah.
Who else can we take? Like, maybe I don't mind Heron. I mean, you get him as a swing tackle, and you lost Bulaga.
Did we already pick a tackle? No, we didn't. Okay, yeah, I like it.
Let's do it. I mean, especially you lost Bulaga. We don't know how Rick Wagner's going to work out. I heard not too many great things about him when he was on the Lions. I mean, he used to be fantastic when he was on the Ravens. Signed that big fat contract at the Lions. Heard he was pretty unspectacular. So, yeah, I mean, getting a guy like Heron here, just kind of build your depth at a guy who can step in, especially if Wagner struggles. I like it.
Yeah.
Tanner Muse is interesting.
One thing I'm considering doing here is picking a running back.
I'm down.
Because I know Matt LaFleur mentioned something about adding a running back to this. Like none of us in fantasy want them to do that, but I mean it's a 7th or 6th round pick. No one. Yeah. It's not like he's going to make too much of an impact.
I was going to say, would you be shocked if they took
any of these guys? To be honest,
I was going to say, like, would you be shocked if they took their own version of a Tariq Cohen? Like
I mean, I
added
think
JJ
Jamal
Taylor.
Williams is like just as good a receiver as Tariq Cohen is.
I
That
don't
might be
know.
a hot take. I don't think Jamal Williams is that bad. A lot of people think he's like garbage. I don't really understand that. I think he's at least in the receiving game. I don't think he's a good runner, but I think as a receiver, he's pretty good.
Fair. Let me see tight ends then.
Everyone knows he's awesome in pass protection too. So
Yeah, that's his calling card.
yeah,
I don't even
fucking
know what to
Jaquiz
take right
Rogers.
now. There's like literally like nothing on the board that interests me. Maybe like honestly, Gandy Golden just
Just
because of value.
we might
Like
have to pick a tight end just because there's
shove
nothing else we want to pick.
nah, fuck the tight end. Shove Gandy Golden at tight end. Oh,
Yeah,
we pick
sure.
back to back.
All right.
Why do they do this to
Jawan
us?
Jennings, I think during the combine, Daniel Jeremiah, when he was running his 40, he's a tight end. He just doesn't know it yet. Is what I think he said about him.
You want to just take a or two big receivers in Chenault?
Oh, fuck it. We're not taking that.
Let's just take your boy Carter Coughlin.
Sure.
I don't know how he
Edges
fits.
always in demand.
Yeah, I don't know how he fits, but we'll just throw him in. So
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think this is gonna rank too high for us on in terms of our comparative.
I like the first
ranking.
picks.
Yeah, they're good picks, but
If you get Kenneth Murray at 30, like
that's true.
he's like top 15 player for me. Like he's incredible.
We pick again. I don't even know who would fit here. We just
like,
take the
literally,
classic.
I don't even care who you pick. It's like who knows at this time.
Fuck it. No, let's just take JJ Taylor. Man, it's probably gonna be about a B for me if I'm just gonna guess right now. Oh, why do we pick again?
We should have just packaged all the sevenths to get up into like the fifth round or something.
Here, you Packers fans, you got your tight end.
Yeah.
Michigan boy.
Sean McKee. I don't even know who that is.
Oh man, he's not that good.
Yeah, thankfully I didn't watch a lot of Michigan football this year.
Oh god, yeah, it's heartbreaking. Why do they have all the 7th round picks in the world? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at the 200s with 4 picks in
just
the 200s.
a whole lot of garbage after like Lecky Foju.
Literally.
Gandy Golden at that value is not bad, actually.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But recapping for those listening on the podcast, obviously I say this every time, but we kind of been shooting the shit on this. But Kenneth Murray, linebacker from Oklahoma at 30. Great value there. Laviska Shenault, wide receiver from Colorado at 62. At 94, we got Amik Robertson, cornerback from Louisiana Tech. 136, Lecky Fodu, interior defensive lineman from Utah. 175, Cameron Clark, interior offensive lineman from Charlotte. 192, Justin Herron, offensive tackle from Wake Forest. 208, and Antonio Gandy Golden, wide receiver from Liberty. Don't worry, we're not done yet. 209, Carter Coughlin, edge rusher from Minnesota. 236, JJ Taylor, the running back, a little scat back from Arizona, Tariq Cohen-esque. And then 242, wrapping up the draft. We gave you guys your tight end, and Sean McCune, tight end from Michigan. So overall, what grade would you give this, Bush?
I think this is a solid B. It would be a higher pick to me. I think the Packers, again, like we said this about New Orleans as well, they're a good team. Like their roster is good. So they only have, to me, they have 3 major holes, and that's linebacker, inside linebacker, receiver, and a developmental tackle or a swing tackle. So aside from that, I think we could have addressed offensive tackle a little earlier than we did. But aside from that, like the first 2 picks, I love the first 2 picks. I think those are awesome picks.
Agreed. Yeah, no, great value on those. I'm also a huge fan of Amik Robertson. I mean, you mentioned earlier, 94 is absolutely lower than where he's going to go. There's going to be this might sound as a bold take, but I would not be shocked if there's a team that falls in love with him in the top 50.
Hey, Tampa did it with Sean Bunting last year. Central Michigan corner last year. Sean Bunting was probably the best rookie corner in the league last year. He was on the all rookie team as the first corner. Yeah, both of them are on the Bucs. But anyway, yeah, like these small school corners, especially, teams will fall in love with them. We took Sean Bunting over Greedy Williams last year. Like a team did that.
Yeah, so there were teams that literally had Greedy Williams as like a top 15 player. I never believed that, but teams have viewed Greedy Williams as or the media, viewed Greedy Williams as a top 15 player, while they viewed Murphy Bunting as like maybe a top 12 corner. And then NFL draft hits. Murphy Bunting goes ahead of him, and then sure enough, Murphy Bunting, fantastic rookie year, all
Yeah.
solid to Tampa over there, great pick. But yeah, no, overall, you prefaced it. I'd probably give this about a B as well. I mean,
Yeah.
Kenneth Murray, Chanel Robertson can step in day one, instantly be starters. I am a fan of Fodu. I think pairing him inside takes a lot of pressure off a guy like Kenny Clark to just kind of pin his ears back because Fodu can hold the fort in the inside, get some push. But yeah, I mean, not absolutely not my favorite. Like in terms of like, just we kind of got a lot of meh after that. But I mean, it's definitely a solid draft. These are the type of drafts where you have all these picks to kind of fill out your depth on your roster, and I feel like we did that decently. So overall, yeah, I think I'd give it about a B. So anything you want to add, Bush?
No, we'll close it out here. Check out the fantasystockexchange.com, pumping out a bunch of written content there. April 26th, the rookie draft guide will be dropping. 100% free to you guys. We'll have the domain up pretty soon, and there's a lot of great content in there. We've been working hard on that for sure. And yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification or the notification bell. Make sure you share if you. We'd really appreciate it if you guys told your friends, shared it on social media, whatever. We'll definitely be appreciative of that. And check out the Discord as well.
For sure.
We're constantly interacting with our subscribers, with even people that probably aren't subscribed to us. We run mock drafts with them. We're getting a 32 team. We're hoping to get a 32 team mock the day of the draft before the draft actually starts. And then we'll probably record that and have some fun with that. So yeah, make sure you're checking out everything that we're doing.
Yeah, I just want to add to 94 subscribers last time I checked. 6 away from 100. I'm just glad you guys have stuck around so far with the channel. If you're enjoying the content, go share us to your family members, friends. If this is something that they'd be interested in, we're fully capable of pumping out this content for you guys. So yeah, we're committed. We're here grinding. Very grateful for you guys. You 94 of you at this current point who are subscribed. This is a channel we just plan on growing, plan on giving you guys the proper value. Speaking of value, April 26th, rookie draft guide dropping, free, no money, no purchase required. Just sign up for that, get your subscription, free subscription to that rookie draft guide. We've pumped out many hours and giving you the best rookie experience, rookie profiles that are available. Again, you can kind of get a brief preview of what we currently have up on the Fantasy Stock Exchange website, linked below, to see kind of like what the content would be on the draft guide. But yeah, we have a bunch of prospects prepared for you guys. A team of us have been working diligently on that over the last month. So just enjoy and get the value out of us as much as you can. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah. From me and Danny here. We'll see you guys next time. Peace
Yeah.
out.
Peace out.